All right, we're recording. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Show you guys. Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm using a tool
hmm
called OBS, which is Open Broadcaster Software. It's completely free, and this is really, really cool software. You can like set up all kinds of different like screens and sources and stuff. It's good for streaming. You can connect it to like YouTube and Twitch, and I mean, it's really, really cool. So in the future, if you guys, some of you guys might know about this already, but in the future, if you want to get a cool program to help you record your screen, definitely do that. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about this class. This is intro to game, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
This
cool.
is game design development?
Yes, intro to game. Intro to game design. We'll just keep it short. So in this class, in short, you guys are going to make your own game, okay? As a team. One of the things that I'm going to start having you guys do is basically some, you're basically going to learn, you're going to learn Unreal, okay? And you're going to learn aspects of Unreal like characters. And what this means is, so the character aspect, you're going to learn how to import characters into Unreal.
It's gonna be the Niagara side of it.
Yeah, we can do some VFX stuff. But the main things are, I'm gonna keep it simple here. When you're making a game, the main things to focus on: characters, levels, and code. All right, and in this case with Unreal, it's going to be blueprint. Characters, levels, code. Okay, you can't have a game without characters. You can't have a game without levels. You can't have a game without. This is like the bare minimum you need to make a game. The extras are. This is the icing on the cake. Okay, the extras are going to be VFX, sound. I'm just going to put like management, so producing, 2D art. I don't know, I'll put 3D art. Some of this kind of crosses with, like, for example, 3D art, 2D art could cross with characters, but I'm just going to put it in here. I guess you do need like some of this stuff, but these days with Unreal, you can like go to the Unreal Marketplace and you can buy packs. You can buy assets. You can buy any of these assets. But in general, you will probably need, a level designer. You'll need someone to be in charge. I mean, you can buy characters on Unreal that have animations in them. But you may need some sort of, animator person doing something in Unreal.
Either that or like have some originality in design some of your own characters. That's just my suggestion or my
Yeah, of
little
course.
input.
Coding, you will 100% need a programmer. You will not be able to make a game without a programmer. You can't buy game code that you can just put together like the Legos. Doesn't work.
unless you're like Horizon Zero Dawn or Days Gone.
Yes, you can buy VFX packs, okay? But what you can't do is, you know, you may need a VFX guy to go in there and like tweak them, okay? Sounds, you can buy sounds, or you can find sounds for free. But again, you will need software to probably adjust those sounds, because if you go get a bunch of free sounds from over here, go buy some sounds over here, the levels aren't going to be like all matched up or whatever. 2D art, you can buy 2D art online. You can hire freelance contract artists to do that. Same with 3D art, or you can just get a 2D art person and a 3D art person. I'm trying to think what else. I'm going to show you guys something. We've got some more people joining. Okay. So I had sent you guys your first assignment, right? And it was this game, the Molly Mordecai game. Have you guys all seen that?
Yes, sir.
Download it, haven't played
Yes, yes, I have.
Yeah,
All right.
I played it all the
It
way
can't
through.
it can't really run on my computer, but once we get back to the to the Richland College, then I'll probably I'll most likely download it and like try to run it over there, because my computer usually just runs like Vista, Windows 7,
I
and
got it. I got it.
XP. You know.
I got it, brother. I'm executive producing this game right now. I worked in the industry I've technically been in the video games industry for probably about 20 years. I started in 2000, right around 2003. And I got into the industry as an animator, essentially. And then I eventually worked my way into producer. Produced a couple of games for a publisher. And then I started my own company, ran my own company for a little while. And then we got a publishing deal. I took about a year and a half off, and I got a publishing deal for this game, which is still on Steam, still makes a little bit of money. It's called Galactic Bowling. I published this on Steam. I was literally working out of my spare bedroom at the time from home, working with a bunch of people online, which back then was like, this was back in like 2008. And back then, like, remote game development was like the only people that were doing remote game development back then were like people that were like taking some, it was very, very advanced for its time. Nowadays, remote game development is not hard. There's a lot of people doing remote game development, but you need experience to do it. I made this game, and I got a publishing deal for it to do the Wii version, and then I started my company, Perpetual. Ran that here in Dallas for a few years. We made a ton of games, and ended up selling that company, and then I started working for the college. Been working for the college for about 8 years. I haven't made anything professionally in 8 years. But by the time I got to the college, I was credited on about 20 titles that are published. And now I'm working on Molly Mordecai. So I'm executive producing Molly Mordecai. And I just want to talk a little bit about that. I've sent you guys the demo to play. But this game will be released this year. It's going to be released on PC, probably looking at like a Steam or a Unreal Marketplace kind of launch. I'm sure you guys have seen the trailer. If not, you can check it out on YouTube. Just check if anyone else is trying to join. Okay, welcome all you new people. Welcome. I'm just going over this game. I'm also recording this so you guys can watch what you missed. So let's take a look at how this goes down. we were talking about the hyperdimension of Tunia, or Neptunia. earlier.
Hyperdimension Neptunia.
Yeah. So we're talking about the Molly Mordecai game, and I'm about to show you guys how we go about doing that. So these are the Molly Mordecai forums, okay? If you join the Discord, you're going to have access to the general community, okay? And a lot of you guys have joined. Most of the team is on there, but I'm going to show you the development forums just to walk you through how some of this remote development happens on this game. Hang on a second, someone else is trying to join. Okay. So for development, we have it separated into a bunch of channels here. So we're developing with a bunch of people on this game. I think we have about 20 people on the game. It's people from all over the United States. We have some people in Brazil, and other places I don't even know about. Sometimes I don't even know where people are. They're just working on stuff. We have a dev announcement channel, which is mainly, where we post the new builds of the game. Right now, we're pushing to what's called a beta build of the game. And you have, in the game development, you have alpha, beta, and gold, or release. Alpha is generally everything's working with stand-in assets, or assets not 100%. Beta is what we call asset lock. So no more tweaks on assets, just fixing code and stuff. And then gold and release is ready to go. So we're heading towards a beta on this game. This is the general development channel. In here, we just kind of talk about just general development, just general topics. Like here, he's talking about some Microsoft update. I don't know. Off-topic development, I'm not even going to touch that. I don't even, to be honest with you, I don't spend much time in there, if at all. Actually, I'm never in there. That's just like a place where people can just hang out and talk about stuff not about the game. I don't like to waste a whole lot of time, so I don't really play around in there. Story is where we have a script writer. Her name's Dana. She's amazing. And this is where we talk about the story, if there's any questions about the story. Level design. This is where all the level designers talk. It's mainly programmers and level designers. Sometimes story, the story, and testers in there. Jacob does our testing. Some of you guys might have met him. 2D art. This is where our 2D artists come in and draw stuff. Like today, there was a post about. So there's in the cinematics when dialogue is happening, we have these character portraits that pop in from the left, and our concept artist is working on the concept art for the Molly human, because she starts off as a human and then she gets changed into a doll. These were some finished character portraits of the evil wizard. This is the guy that you fight at the end. When I get to the animation channel, you'll see some of the boss fight for that. These are some
Might as well say this right now. Good artwork, honestly. The artwork reminds me of every early 2000s to mid 2000s stuff. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like Death Junior from like being the PSP mascot unofficially or something.
Cool.
I want to mention real quick, we probably don't have access to, well, for example, that channel. I just looked at
the
the
Discord.
real quick,
I
and
tried.
we don't have.
I tried to get into it, and it's like, no, it doesn't let me in.
No, I'm talking about the channels. I'm not talking about the Discord. Like, for example, the 2DR channel, it's not showing up for me. It just shows like general off-topic,
Yes.
community feedback,
Yes.
artwork.
Right now, if you're not developing the game. It's just you just have access to community.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
Because we can't have. I mean, we need stuff going on in the development channels. That's like we can't have a bunch of stuff going on in there. You know.
It's like private. Like nobody needs to know that stuff is classified. You need
Yeah,
to.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's the other thing.
exactly.
But I'm just kind of scrolling up just to show you guys. So this was a reward poster for one of the characters is missing, or at the beginning of the game, and then you end up finding that character later. As you can see, here's kind of a picture of in the game when you're Molly Human and you're
And that's probably Mordecai.
yes.
Yeah.
And then
God.
anyway, but this is so we're just people post in here and you go, oh, that's interesting, and make comments, and then you tweak it or whatever. Okay, moving on.
If that book holds an evil spirit, I'm like, ah, ha, 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 ha. So this is gonna be every magic plot
Yeah.
that ends up with one of the main characters. Never mind. I'm not gonna say anything that might have been potentially spoiled for
you're
the
fine.
story for the readers. I'm sorry.
You're fine. And so this is the character channel. When the character animator is putting characters in the game, this is one of the bosses. It's like a giant plant, and it has multiple stages. It starts off as a kind of a root or whatever, or like a, I don't even know what you call that. And then it starts to spawn out leaves and a little head, and then it turns into a giant biting creature.
Sprout the word you're looking for.
Yeah. Anyway, that's one of the bosses, and so they're just trying to get some approvals on scale, because that's Mordecai there. And we were working on Molly Human, talking about her eyes and her legs and her age, adjusting her body to make sure her age looked appropriate. This was a test of the roots for that boss that I was just talking about. The animator was kind of working on the first part of that. See if I can find some other cool stuff. Really hasn't been a whole lot of cool stuff going on in animation lately.
In general, or for the game? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
In general, or for the game?
I mean, there has been stuff going on, but it's not like it's kind of like nothing like cool. It's like, oh, a jump animation for like
Nothing like big. It's just like, yeah,
just
just the more smaller stuff.
Exactly. I'll show you some cool stuff. Here's a comment about in the modeling channel about something that has to do with the script. This is one of the level designers said that they still needed a texture for some bridge. And then the 3D modelers come in, they say, oh, I'll take care of it, whatever. Programming is an interesting channel because they show a lot of the features of the game. And I'll show you guys one. This one's really cool. So right now, a lot of work is going into the partner AI, where your partner does stuff on its own. So right now you can adjust the distance, like attack distance. And so he's putting her in this room, and she does nothing, and then switching. In the game, you can switch to the different characters, switch to Mordecai, and then now he's adjusting the attack distance of her, and now she's going to start attacking the enemies on her own. So basically the way it works is you're running around with these two characters. You can make one of the characters stay in an area, and you can set her up on kind of self-defense. Or you can have your character follow you. So we're trying to make it to where characters do things on their own, or they follow you around. We're trying to create this whole dynamic of things to kind of feel natural. Like if you had a partner, you were running around with a partner, and you were like, hey, I'll be right back. Well, that partner's not just going to stand there and take hits. That partner's going to like defend themselves if they get into a little bit of an issue.
Will this be voiced? I'm sorry. Will this be voiced?
You mean like
At some
will they
point.
talk and stuff?
Will they have like voice acting?
Yeah, we're working on that now. We just onboarded a new sound designer, and that's going to be their number one focus is like the
To handle the voice cast?
voices and like just general feel for the game. I want to show you guys some of the wizard stuff because it's really cool. Okay, now this isn't finished by any means. This is like way pre-production. We're not in beta yet.
So like this is like the second to let. God dang it!
This is
Never mind.
This is the final boss fight.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus!
Yeah. So it's like Wizard is on turbo.
Ah,
And there was some other, let's see if there's some other stuff. He has a bunch of different attacks that he does. Different attacks that like kind of bounce around. It's all magical.
yeah. Why not like fire erupting from the ground like a big spiky fire X thing? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like
this level actually hasn't been like really decorated or anything
at
right
all.
now.
Okay.
Programmers are just kind of working on gameplay right now to make sure that we have
Yeah.
a fun multi-stage boss fight that feels
Authentic.
well. It feels
And yeah.
like when you complete it, it feels like you just went through something substantial. This is some funny test. They integrated some sort of flight mechanic with the wizard to where he flies around. I don't know. This is all just like when you're making a game, you guys are probably used to like, playing games when they're finished, but when you're making a game, it's like there's still some more people here. When you're making a game, it's like shit just breaks left and right, and you're like, oh man.
Exactly.
I want to move
Oh,
on here. Visual Effects
fine.
channel is one of my favorite channels. These guys are always doing really cool stuff. I'm going to try and... So there is a gate, like a magical gate, that locks you in.
When you're in a fight.
Yeah, so you walk through a door. Here's a good example of it. You'll walk through a door, and then the door will be blocked from you going
By
back
some
through.
sort of black force field, probably an homage to Luigi's Mansion. Every time you were encountered with a ghost, and it's like you would be locked out. And I'm talking about Luigi's Mansion 1 and 3.
Yeah. So, like, for example, I posted this. My name is Yo Greasy O Granny on there, by the way. So we had kind of a temporary force field in there, and I just, it looked like crap, so I posted in here. If not, please put this on the VFX list, update someday. So it was already on the list. Oops, gonna get my like back. I'll just whatever. And then as soon as I put that on there, our VFX artist started working on it, some different revisions and stuff. Here's some stuff going on for the wizard. But basically, like, I mean, when you're working on these games, what they do is it's just testing, they put in an asset. Oh, the wizard clones himself. I forgot about that. And it's just testing. Oh, that looks cool, and blah, blah, blah. This is the sound room. We have our composer. Our composer's music is just friggin' awesome. I can't really like play it, but it sounds badass. Then we have a marketing team. Our marketing team focuses on like right now it's focusing on like social media. So your Twitter, your TikTok, your Facebook. Not so much Facebook, but definitely like Instagram. And we're focusing on like streaming and streamers, trying to get streamers to like play test our demo and show the rest of the world. We have a QA testing channel, which is focused on like QA testing. So we have builds of the game that come out, and the testers basically like test various sections. We have a feature request channel where anybody can go in there and be like, hey, can we do this thing? I'm always asking for stuff. Like today yesterday I asked for camera shake in our game when cool stuff happens, which apparently there's tons of camera shake in there. Bugs and issues. Then we have different meeting rooms. Sometimes it's crazy. There's like meetings going on. These are audio meeting rooms. But sometimes there's like multiple meetings going on in multiple rooms at the same time. Anyway, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Any questions about that? That's essentially remote game development in a nutshell.
Are we going to have to know programming for this class? Because I have 0 programming.
I was gonna ask.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to post some videos for you guys to watch that are like kind of work along videos where you like watch the video and then you kind of work along with it. I have a programming one, which is going to be blueprints for Unreal, and it's very, very simple. I think you learn how to make like a coin or something that like when you collect it, it like makes a sound, and like it's super, super simple, and it just gives you the basics of like programming. But how this class applies to you guys, I told you that you guys are going to make a game as a team in this class, and I want you to learn where you fit in the game development cycle. I want you guys to learn, if you're an animator or you're a rigger or you want to be in management, you want to be a producer, or marketing, or you want to do level design, or you want to do programming, or you want to do, 2D art or 3D art. I want you to figure out where you guys fit in and, try those things out. But I'm going to be posting some videos, and it's going to be a little bit of everything that you'll get to try. So you figure out where you fit in, and then we'll start working on the game. Cool? So start to generate some ideas in your head of what kind of game you want to see this class make. Or there's no way we're going to be able to finish a finished game in this class, but we can definitely make like a prototype of something, which is pretty cool. All right, I've talked enough. Anybody have any questions?
Just to make sure, the assignment we have for like the game pitch is for next Wednesday, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Are
So
we
I-
going to need to purchase like Unreal or any other programs?
No.
Unreal's free, I
Unreal's
think.
free.
Okay.
So is Click Team, so is Game Maker Studio. I think Blender is also free. Yeah, Blender
Yeah.
is also free on Steam.
For now.
We're not going to need to really purchase anything else or need anything really?
I don't think so. I don't know.
No, honestly, the way that the software industry is now and is continually going is there's just so much stuff out there that these companies, they have to give it away for free to where you can literally like,
Tell that to Adobe.
Oh yeah,
that's the thing though.
they don't give us Flash. We gonna keep screaming for Flash. Give us Flash, buddy.
So Adobe can do whatever they want because they're Adobe, right? Have you guys seen Photopea?
One of my professors just told us about it yesterday.
I have not
sir?
seen Photopea.
Yeah,
it like
Photopea online
Photoshop?
editor. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. But basically, what it is basically like an online free version of Photoshop that's browser based.
There
Oh.
was another one my professor showed. I don't know where it is. It's in my backpack in the notes somewhere. But it's like very close to Photoshop, but it's a one-time deal like Photoshop was back in the early 2000s, where you spend like $60 and you have the program forever.
That's cool. Anyway,
Oh, it's pretty
I
much
just
like a
posted in
AAA
chat.
game.
But Photopea is like, I mean, it's basically Photoshop, but in a internet browser.
Oh yeah, Photopea. I heard of that. Yes.
Yep. So, anybody have any other questions for me? So, who has a PC that they can play games on?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
I have
I do.
one. Yeah.
Pretty much everybody does at this point.
Okay, some
Not-
people
not
do, some people
everybody.
don't.
Get a kick-ass gaming laptop soon, but I have to wait till I
Got a
get
Mac. Not really a gaming laptop for me, but I can play games on it.
to get
Okay.
to another class.
I think Unreal. It's gonna be tricky to work on a game without a PC, and so what we'll do is, if you don't have a PC, you can still get onto Discord. Discord is going to be, if you don't have a Discord account, definitely go make one of those, because that's how we're all going to collab as a team, as I just showed you with the other game. Discord they have a browser-based one, so whether you have a Mac or a Chromebook or whatever it is, you'll still be able to use Discord. Basically, the way that's going to work is,
You can get it on your phone.
if you don't have access to a PC, don't sweat it. I can give you other assignments that you can do, and you can contribute to the game in other ways besides actual development. So don't sweat it. Whether, you could be in management, you could help manage, developers or whatever. Yeah, question?
Are we not going to be meeting in person at all?
Yes. Next week,
On the 6th.
Okay.
Yes.
yeah,
So
on the
seven?
6th, and then there
Do you
will
mean the
be,
7th? The 6th is a Monday.
yes. So I have, I teach multiple intro to game classes, and I have multiple intro to game classes in here right now. Some of them are online, and some of them are in
Oh,
person.
yeah. Okay.
Sorry if that was confusing.
Yes.
If you are meeting with the online one, with the in-person one, you'll have access to a PC. And
Okay.
if you want to do development, if you want to come work in, on campus at, Richland College, you're more than welcome to. We have game labs over there. You can come and use those PCs anytime you want. And I'm not sure how many I have in my in-person classes, but if we have space, anybody is always welcome to come to those classes. I want to combine my intro classes because I want us to have the biggest, baddest team that we can have. So it's going to be, and I want you guys to get experience working with not only in-person people, but also online people. For the online classes, you'll have experience working with, just online, which is totally fine. But
Got a message here. The call ends in 10 minutes.
Yep. Anyway, all right. So, any last questions, you guys?
No, sir.
You have an email posted and whatnot?
Yes.
I think for the assignment, there was stuff about budget and then mentioned using the Unreal Engine. Does that work for 2D games as well as 3D games, or is it just 3D games?
It does 2D.
Okay.
Cool.
Pretty much Unreal can be used for anything.
Okay. And then for figuring out the budget answer, should we just like guesstimate,
Yes.
sort of?
If we're doing like an indie title, then yeah. If we're doing like B Studios, then maybe. AAA is out of the question. AAA is out of the question for right now.
I don't know anything about video games, honestly. I did this for animation.
Oh, dang!
So
What?
I'm a noob and I play Minecraft, and that's about it.
Okay, that's
That's fine. That's fine.
yeah, that's fine.
I don't mind.
I'm going in as a concept artist, so I'm not going to be hard in the programming stage either.
I'm a be into programming and probably like writing. So this class is a big ass must for me, man.
Yeah, I'm into story and art. That's
Exactly. That's good. That's good.
Story art. Try Hollow Knight.
Hey, be fair. Be fair.
Hey,
That's fine.
I want to mention something about the syllabus because some of you guys have been asking me about that. I'm having like some technical issues that I'm working with tech support on. For whatever reason, the syllabus uploader thing is like busted. But the
Yeah,
syllabus,
see you like
the syllabus, all the syllabus is going to say is like, it really doesn't say much. It just basically says like,
It just says, please check over the.
yeah, like please check your email and, stuff like that. So it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I can't open it. I can't open the syllabus at all.
it's funny because the Blackboard kept sending out the email that you kept adding it. We kept going on to check, and it's not there.
Anyway, I should be hearing from tech support today, so hopefully I should be able to get the syllabus uploaded. But it's not like you're going to get the syllabus and be like,
Right away.
my life has changed. So it's just these meetings are going to be like way better, and we'll set up some times for some meetings that we can have regularly on a weekly basis. But most of the communication will be in Discord.
Yep.
Cool. All right, guys, let's end the meeting for today. I'm gonna post this recording. It was nice meeting you all, and just keep your email, keep working on your assignment that's due next Wednesday. Create a game assignment, and then I will connect with you guys very, very soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
All right. I'll see about the whole create a game assignment. I don't. God dang.
Check eCampus. Assignments
Okay.
on eCampus.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'll
All right,
check
guys,
it.
have a good weekend. Be safe.
You too.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Wait, do you mean like just like play the game or
Check
something?
eCampus.
Oh, okay. Because I did play the game. I got to the point to where it's like it just told me that it was going to shut off. I got to the point to where it was like the stairs and it's pretty all right. It doesn't work on my computer though, so yeah.
There was 2 assignments: play the game, review the game, and then come up with kind of like a quick document on a pitch for a game.
Ah.
Check eCampus.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all up there on eCampus.
Okay. I'm gonna check.
Yeah, you got to
All
check eCampus regularly because that's where I update assignments and things.
Yeah. Yeah, I check it usually regularly, so there's no big deal. There's no big deal. It's just I was confused on like it being due on Wednesday. I was like, what? What? Yeah.
All right, let's intro to game. Let's wrap this meeting, okay?
All right.
Thanks, guys.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Wait, this is not internship class?
If you're an internship, you're in the right place. I use the same link. Everybody in here in internship?